Hello everyone. How are you? I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Welcome to my channel, The Last of Us 24 and new video your favorite series. The Last of Us, Nico Parker. Nico Parker made me cry. There, I said it. If you do not know what I am talking about, then I recommend you bookmark this page, go watch HBO's The Last of Us, and finish watching our conversation later. It does not take a parent of similarly aged daughters to be soul-crushed by the fate of her character, but it certainly helped drill that stake into my heart just a little bit deeper, and maybe with an added twist or two for good measure. Surprisingly though, it is not just Sarah's fate which makes her work so impactful. The actress has a natural element to her performance that gives her a relatable every girl feel. For me, it tapped directly into my connection with my daughters. Parker injects Sarah with a sweetness that permeates everything and everyone around her on screen, especially with her co-star, the incredible Pedro Pascal as her father Joel. The chemistry that takes place between the pair in the early goings of The Last of Us sets the incredibly high emotional trajectory of the series, which may explain why Parker's leaves a lasting impression that extends long beyond her time on screen and throughout the series, both for the viewers and Joel. Parker sat down with Awards Radar to discuss her work on the series in a conversation that covers joining the series, what creeped her out most, why she describes Sarah as yellow, fighting off those zombies, her favorite compliment, hint, it involves tears, seeing herself in Sarah, and much more. She even had a very, very unique answer used to describe Sarah for my standard 3 words to describe, closer question. Watch the interview to find out just what that was. Here Parker explains what it like watching the series after her scenes. It was so cool to see Pedro, just how much his character develops, because the version of him that I saw when I was filming was not that. You know, because when we were filming it's prior to Outbreak and Sarah's death and everything. So seeing him was so cool. I was so proud. And seeing Bella, I didn't get to see any of their work, really, because we didn't film any of the same times. But to see how wonderful they are, it was just like, so cool. I was just so proud to be part of something like that. Because after I die, I felt like I wasn't really involved anymore. So I could just watch the show completely objectively. Nico Parker made me cry, and she's proud of it. She should be. Enjoy our full 19-minute conversation below. Warning: this post contains spoilers for the first episode of The Last of Us. In The Last of Us, an anticipated new HBO show, adapted from the popular video game of the same name, Sarah Miller, played by 18-year-old Nico Parker, is our tour guide to the last normal day on Earth. Episode 1 of the series captures the sweet, easy dynamic between Miller and her father, Joel Miller, Pedro Pascal. It's his birthday, and she wakes up early to make him breakfast. When she falls asleep watching a movie, he tucks her into bed. Neither knows it's their last time doing all of this. Within hours, Sarah becomes our eyes into the zombie apocalypse, brought on by a rapidly spreading brain fungus. Sarah is a scream queen in that she's an ordinary girl who finds herself in an increasingly terrifying environment, but she's not a final girl. For anyone who played The Last of Us, the best-selling PlayStation series that the HBO show is inspired by, the next twist in Sarah's life won't come as a surprise. Parker, who made her acting debut in Dumbo at the age of 12, tells TODA.com she knew that the show would be heartbreaking and exhilarating because the game was wonderful. When I was younger, I would watch people play the game and I always cried, Parker adds. I don't remember one time that I watched it and I didn't cry. As a fan of the video game, Parker tells TODA.com she was excited to land the role, even though it was a heartbreaker. Parker's character doesn't last long in the post-apocalyptic series. After most of the residents in her hometown starts changing from the virus, she tries to flee with her father and Uncle Tommy, Gabriel Luna, in the middle of the chaos, dodging crowds and zombies. But when she twists her ankle after their truck flips, her chances of surviving become slimmer. Joel tries his best to carry his daughter to safety. Danger ultimately comes not in the form of zombies, but in a man carrying out orders. An American soldier shoots at them, killing Sarah and changing Joel forever. Parker says that she didn't mind dying in the series. In fact, she was really excited. Even though her on-screen time is brief, Sarah is arguably the show's most important character. She sets Joel on the path he takes for the rest of the show and video game. He ends up going on a life-changing journey with Ellie Williams, Bella Ramsey, a young teen who's immune to the virus. It's such an iconic opening to the game, she says. Parker's real father, director Al Parker, known for Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, and the recent Ticket to Paradise, had a different reaction to the role. I think it was quite intense for him to see me die. It was quite a strange experience, she says. As for what her Emmy Award-winning mom, Thandie Newton, thinks, Parker says that Newton hasn't yet seen her performance in The Last of Us. She's amazing, but in terms of learning things, I feel like I just find it too weird. Parker says, I know that you're my mom, but what are you talking about? After walking the red carpet at the January 9 premiere of The Last of Us in LA, Parker is now planning her next career move. She says the only thing she wants is to continue working with role models, like she did for this project. I think I'm really fortunate, she says. I haven't done loads of stuff, but everything that I have done, it's been with really, really lovely people.